What is going on, people? It's your boy, that guy Ike. You're checking out another episode of One Race Lifestyle, and today we are installing this. Let me see if I can swing it around there for you. All right, so I picked up the Vagabond Fender Eliminator kit. Again, it's a company called Vagabond Motorsports. The Fender Eliminator finally came in. CNC machine, seems pretty quality product, and is built specifically for the GSX250r. Before we even get into all that, make sure you check out the website www.oneracelifestyle.com so you can get your cool merch. Also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at One Race Lifestyle. So without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it and get this this bad boy installed. All right, people, so we're going to be installing the Vagabond Fender Eliminator kit that I just got for my 2018 GSX250r. This Fender Eliminator, I'll include a link in the description below to Vagabond's website. It's the cheapest Fender Eliminator I could find, the most quality one made, and it's made specific for this bike. I will show you the reason why I went with this Fender Eliminator shortly later on in this video, but I just want to show you like the breakdown of how to get to all this stuff in order to get the current Fender off the bike. All right, so hold on. All right, so first off, you got to remove your rear seat, which I already have it unlocked. If you see the key right there. So you got to remove your rear seat, take that off. All right, then you want to remove your main seat, which to remove the main seat, there are two screws. There's one right there, and then there's one right there. I already have them unloosed, so we can go ahead and remove that as well. I tried to do this so it could be simple as, as possible. Then you have this plastic piece right here. On it, this plastic piece, there are two Phillips head screws right here, and then there's two push pins, one right there and one right here. Once you get those screws out and those push pins, which you see they're already out, you want to pull down on this piece. You don't want to pull it, you don't want to pry it, you don't want to pull it up. You want to slide it like down forward a little bit, and you'll feel it pop out of place. I'm trying to do this with one hand, so I'm gonna do each side separately. There we go. And get that out. There we go. So now, as you see, got the main plastic piece out. That comes out. Like I said, you want to pull down because you don't want to break these clips that are on the back, if you can see those clips. So you don't want to damage those. So once you get that out, then you will have this plastic piece right here. I don't know if you can see it because it's dark. Hopefully you can. But there is a push pin up here, and then there's two push pins along the sides. In order to get those push pins on the one at the top is easy. You can just get an Allen key or a pick tool, push that in. The ones on the side, you want to find the slimmest possible Allen key that you can get or find maybe, and use those to reach in on the side and get those push pins out on the side over there. Make sure they don't fall into the tail of the bike, because if they fall, you're never going to find them. So make sure you grab them and get those out. And then once you get those out, this part comes out here like so. Just wiggle it through. That part comes out. Now this is all the wiring. I already disconnected the lights because it's just something I felt that would be easier. This is your tail light harness. I already disconnected all the blinker lights and also the license plate light. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove these 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. That will drop the actual fender off the bike, and then I'll show you once I get that off. All right, so we're at the tail of the bike. This is the fender that's going to be coming off right here, this whole big thing. I'm going to have to take these lights out, but before I do that, I have to get the fender off in order to remove these lights. And if you watch my last video, these are the LED turn signals that I put in. But those 4 screws that I just showed you on the top, this is where they will be on the bottom. I'm hoping this camera gets it, but there's a screw right there. There's a screw over here, and then there's a screw over here back on the back side, and another one. And then once you get all that out, there's 4 more Phillips head screws in the fender that you need to open in order to get the rest of the stuff out. So I'm gonna go ahead and start taking that stuff apart right now for you. All right, so this right here is the fender. As you can see, it's off of the bike completely. No fender. But the reason why I went with the Vagabond Fender Eliminator is what I want to show you is that look how big this hole is up here. That's one of the reasons why the Vagabond Fender Eliminator, it actually fits perfectly and all of that stuff. It's cut specifically for this tail. So I didn't want to do any type of universal fender eliminator or anything to that nature. For the universal fender eliminators, you got the Krapovic ones, you got the what are the other ones? There's just a whole bunch of them, Yoshimura, all over the place. So those, they pretty much will leave that space open, and a lot of them don't integrate the the license plate light into it. which here in Orlando, they're giving out like $1,000 tickets for having your license plate not lit. So it's crazy. So I wanted to make sure I was still 100% legit with the Fender Eliminator that I got. But that's it. It's all out. And this is the actual fender right here. And with this fender, what you're gonna have to do is there's 4 screws. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So you need to go ahead and open those, and then from there you can go ahead and take the lights out and everything else you need off. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and we'll see what's happening next. All right, so this is the Fender Eliminator. As you can see, it has the license plate light put on it. I got the turn signals on it. It comes with a rubber grommet, so you can put that up there. When you remove this part, this license plate light, off of the GSX250r, there's going to be a rubber boot on the back of it. You need to cut a circle in the center. You need to cut a bigger circle in the center circle of the license of that rubber boot, so that way you can pass through the actual light, if you can see there, through there. But only thing now left to do is get this installed back on the bike, close the bike up, and we'll be done. All right, so there you have it. The Vagabond Motorsports Fender Eliminator is on the bike. Everything's already cleaned and tightened up, as you can see down there. All the screws and all that stuff are in there, and as you see, it gives a very, very clean look to the fender. Everything is like spaced properly on it. It fits in that big hole. The license plate will go here. Light work, the license plate light works, the 2 turn signals work. Only thing left is to clean up this mess, and this will be a finished job, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the bike back together, and let's see how it is once everything is all put back together. All right, squad, so it's officially done. The Fender Eliminator is officially on the bike. This is the old one, if you can see it. This is the old one, and I want to go ahead and check out what the new one looks like. That's the new one. That's the Vagabond Fender Eliminator, $79.99. You can order it on Vagabond Motorsports.com or on Amazon. They are not paying me for this. I just thought it was a dope product, and I thought it looked good on the bike. And as you see, it fills in all that gap space on the bottom too, which is the reason why I got it. See how clean it looks, like it came with the bike. It's been a long day. Even with getting this done, I ran into a little issue. Somehow I blew a fuse, so I had to change one of the fuses out because all the rear lights stopped working because one of my connections came loose, so I blew the fuse out. So if you ever happen to blow a fuse, what you need to do is go up under the bike. This is the front of the motorcycle. You see the headlight, and you have a fuse box right up there. If you can see it, put my hand there. You have a fuse box right there. You go ahead and you open that fuse. Well, you pull that fuse box out. You have to pull it towards the bike and downward. Don't try to pull it up. You don't got to remove fairing. Just pull it out and then downward. It was a 10 amp fuse. I went ahead and there was actually one in there, so I replaced it. But right now everything works. Everything looks good. The bike is now done. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish putting on the rear seat, and let me show y'all what it looks like with the lights on. But there you go. All right, so everything's working good, and man, that'll be it for this install today. So that'll be it. We're gonna call this one a wrap. As always, man, thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you have not done as of yet, go ahead and click that subscribe. Make sure you check out the website, www.oneRaceLifestyle.com. Get you some cool merch, some cool gear. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at One Race Lifestyle. This is that guy Ike, and on to the next mod. I'll let you know what that'll be. Peace out. Later.